Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Come with me. Come with me. Let me on. Let me on. Let me on. Let me on. Come on. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Land already, you idiot. Oh my goodness, you really are screwing me. Welcome back to more ARK Fjordur, and today, as you can see, we are truly the Viking that we were always meant to be. Let me just show you real quick the rest of the outfit. So, I wound up doing a couple other downloads for mods, just to see if I could do a couple things, which I'll get to later on in the video. But for right now, I want to showcase the Viking mods that I found. So first off, obviously you can see, this is the outfit. Nothing crazy. We got the shield, which is really cool for a back piece. It unfortunately does take the place of the actual shield that you can use. So right here you will see, if I could pull up, oh, it was in the wrong button the whole time. It takes the place of the offhand shield, so unfortunately it doesn't even provide any true armor. But then again, it's not really like I was ever using the shield. But I do happen to have a shield skin for a couple of shields, but there's a lot more to this than just a couple of little skins. First off, we got the helmet. Then we have the light fur chest piece, which is covering this part down here. So the other chest pieces, they stop around here. This one was the only one that carried off down there. And then we have obviously the leggings, the gloves, and the boots. Really nothing special with all of these. It's kind of just like generic. I think there's only, if I recall correctly, only one legging and only one glove. But for the rest of this, we got a few structures as well. So you can see they're decorative. We got a shield. We got the dwarven shield. We got swords and got pickaxes or hatchets. Then we also have in here, each biome has their own shield. I don't know if you can see it that well, but let me maybe gamma up a little bit just so we can see. So right there, I believe that said Jotunheim. Yeah, so that's Jotunheim. Then we have Vanaheim, Asgard, and last but not least is Midgard. And then there's also that little sword decoration right there. Nothing crazy. I thought it was a little bigger, but again, it is what it is. And then over here, we have a couple other extra little gadgets and gizmos. We have a crossbow, a little shield, the pike, and then the hatchet. I also have in my inventory a couple of the skins. So let me show them off. We have the pike, which as you can see, looks just like the one on the wall right there. Attacks and everything are the same. Nothing special going on here. It's just cosmetics. Then we have, not that, the crossbow, which I say looks super cool. Comparatively to the vanilla ARK crossbow, like this looks much cooler. Plus, you can see the arrow a lot better if you're into that for whatever reason. Then we have our pickaxe, which is really cool. This I like. I have this and another I'm in between. I don't know if I want to rock this specific skin or something else. And then we have our hatchet, which is nothing more than a little axe. Now, you're probably asking, where do I make these things? It is not in your inventory. It is actually down here where I placed the crafter for it. So this is called the, let me pull it up, the Viking Forge. I'll show a screenshot of the actual mod right now so that way you can see and check it out for yourself. Because I'm not going to go over every little thing because there's a bit to go through. And in terms of the resources, it's really not that expensive to make. It's just a matter of personal preference at that point. So, first and foremost, let me just run these real quick. So, we have the shield, which this is one of the bigger shields. Let me see if I could get a better look. There, you could kind of see. It looks really cool. Like, although effectively, it's, I believe, the same diameters as the regular metal shield, this one looks a whole lot cooler. If anything, it looks very Viking-esque, to say the least. Then we have this mini obby skin. It also takes the place of the offhand, so you don't have that aspect anymore. And it works similarly to Helena, so you have this little thing following you around. It's kind of cool, but unfortunately, I'd rather have this shield on my back. And you could change between a couple variations I'll show in a moment. So this is a backpack, essentially, that I'm going to be rocking. It's the Midgard shield. There are also the other three, the Asgard, Jotunheim, and Vanaheim, which I just showed off momentarily. So just imagine those, but on a bigger scale on your back. That's basically what you're going to do. I think I like the Midgard one for right now. I might change it. We will see. This is basically the Asgard one right there. So that's kind of how the size and everything would look. And then we have this skin for, this is the pickaxe, right? Yeah, this is for the pick. So we removed this skin and we put on the hammer, and I don't know. So you saw the first pickaxe I had. Now, not that. Now I got this, which is essentially the Mjolnir hammer. If I'm saying it right, Mjolnir, whatever it's called. This looks very cool as well. Let me kind of get an idea. Yeah, so like this thing looks absolutely cool. The only thing, I feel like this would look a whole lot better if it was for the actual hatchet. Unfortunately, it is not. And the only other skin that you could put this on would be for the sword, which I only have a couple skins of that, which this one is this. And again, kind of works. It's a little off in the scaling, but honestly, it's not that bad. Where if you were into this, then that's going to be the sword. It's got a little bit of rune writing as well, so you know, if anyone knows what that means, put so in the comments, because I would love to know. And then if we look at the details on this thing, like, it's absolutely incredible, this skin. Although the leggings don't really have much going on, it's really the torso that sells it, and that I'm the happiest with. And also the helmet. But in terms of what else we got, so I think for right now, I'm going to actually leave the other skin on this hatch, on the pickaxe. I'm going to leave this stuff in here because I don't think I'm going to be needing it. So yeah, companion, that's the Helena thing, which is really the big rune. The obelisk, if you will. Then we have the Dwarven skins. So each one has their own set of things. We have the back skins, which is that shield I have. Then you also have the medium Dwarven. You got the large Dwarven, which is what I was carrying, which is this thing. And then you could also have the axes if you prefer. You could have a single axe or you could have a sword. In terms of structures, not too many to go through. You have basically all the things that I had on the walls and a couple others, but really this is it. And then for the weapons, obviously this is where you get a little more. The cool thing is that some of these skins double up where they could serve for other weapons. So this one could be for a hatchet. Get the same skin could be for a sword. Then you also have the pick. This one could go for the sword as well. And then you get the idea. Sword, helmet, shield, sword. So that's pretty much the Dwarven set. Now we take a look at the Viking, which is what I'm mainly using. So for armor, a lot of variations. I have this helmet. I have this fur set, or rather this chest piece. And then leggings, there's only one. Boots, it was between the fur and the regular. I opted for the fur just to give it better appeal. And then there's really nothing else. Just the gloves. Obviously, there's only one glove, like I said, and one legging. In terms of the fun stuff, the back skins, a lot of variations. Again, each shield has their own. You have the Jotunheim, you have Midgard, you have the Vanaheim, and then you have Asgard. Although, looking at it now, Asgard kind of looks similar, if not the exact same thing, to the Vanaheim, but it is what it is. Then you have the spear skin, which I'm using on the pike. You could also have the swords, so you could have two swords on your back, which these swords look cooler, but I don't want the swords, I'd rather have the shield. Then you could also have a short bow. Again, the shields of shields. The crossbow skin, which is what I'm currently using. This is for the quiver, so you could have a quiver on your back if you're more like into the archer build, which also is cool. You could also have the two hammers. Then you could also have the longbow and the double axes as well. Now, for the weapons, this is where you get all your shields, pike skin, the simple bow, the crossbow, again, some hatchets, pickaxes. That's for a longbow, so you could have a longbow or a short bow, whichever you prefer, and then a couple other swords. So, honestly, this pack is super cool. Beauty of it, it's free. It's not premium mods. You can get off the workshop page off Steam for absolutely no cost to you. Just install it. It's not too big of a file. I think it's only like a couple 100 megabytes at worst. But again, the trade-off, you're getting amazing stuff. So definitely recommend getting this outfit set or skin set, or really just the mod itself for whatever you're doing. And I also forgot to look at, there's a couple other things. I didn't go through this page, but you also have the cosmetics, so like the wall mounts and everything. But this I do want to check out because I have yet to actually make a canoe. And I figured since I'm going to make a canoe, I might as well make a Viking canoe ship out of it. So let me learn the canoe, which I don't remember which map I have to learn it from. I want to guess it's... nope, not you. Where do I learn... It's a Genesis? Okay, then. So let's first build the canoe. There we go. So yeah, this skin, I forget how much did it cost. It's 25 metal, 75 fiber, 250 wood. Nothing crazy. Although if you think about it, you're kind of just making a second canoe out of it, but it is what it is. It's nothing too crazy. It's not bad, at least. Did I take the skin? No, I didn't. I just hit that. All right, so let's put the skin on the canoe. Let's get up here. Also, quick update. Let me gamma down because it's kind of bright now. I did wind up getting a Griffin mod. The only downfall of this, I tried a couple things. So the one I got, I'll show the screenshot for that right now so you can see. But unfortunately, it doesn't work on normal Griffin tames that you currently have. So if you already had one, then you installed the mod, you can make breeders, but you have to kind of do a little cheeky thing where you got to override and spawn in a new Griffin. I even tried doing a dino wipe with the mod installed just to see if maybe that helped, because maybe the Griffins I had from before the mod won't cross over to the new mod and then allow breeding, so the conversion won't happen. But even then, those Griffins, the newer ones, they didn't work either. So I wound up spawning in the exact same level with slightly lesser stats, so that way it's as fair as I can make it. So I didn't want to redo everything. I still wanted to breed the Griffins, but honestly, looking at it now, not much has changed. I only got a couple more levels. I'm still going to let them breed up and then get better mutations, hopefully. I only got 2 so far, so I'm at 228, really at the top level. But in terms of the mod, if you are to get it, I would probably suggest install it before anything else. Otherwise, you're not really going to be able to get anything, at least that I found and tested, that works. At the moment, there could be something later on, which would be great. Or if they update and fix these things, that would be great too. I'll link the Griffin mod as well as the Viking mod in the description below so you guys can check it out on your own time. But anyway, let me double check this canoe. Unfortunately, it is rather dark, but we could always gamma up. Let's just go all the way to the water. I think I have to have it on the inventory in order to drop it, right? There we go. So first off, this is the canoe in itself. Let me just throw my water back in the inventory so I don't lose it. So this is the basic normal canoe. Nothing special going on here. It's pretty generic, pretty boring. Now we add our skin and look at this thing now. Give it a second to render. All right, so now we have a actual Viking canoe. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the sails. At least I don't think I could put in the sail. Let me just see if there are any options for it. I don't think so. Passenger. Yeah, so unfortunately, you can't put any sails on this thing, which would make it very cool for a Viking. Let me just throw... Yeah, even actually, I don't know if the oars look different. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Truly do not know. But in terms of the look and the aesthetic, if you and your friends want to become Vikings and do like even an RP session for whatever reason, or just to have fun and goof around, this is totally as good a mod as I would say to finding such a thing. Now, let's get back up here. Where is my... Oh, I never built a ladder. Probably should have done that first, but that's fine. Now, to today's video, I'm actually going to be trying to tame a Desmodus, which is exclusive to the ARK Fjordur map. The beauty of this tame, because of how it works, it's a very relaxing passive tame where, for those who know what the Bloodstalker is, it pretty much works like that. And for those who don't know what a Bloodstalker is, all you gotta do is get close enough to it where it latches onto you. It'll start feeding on your blood, so you will start to lose a bit of health. And then that's actually how the taming progress works, because it's basically going to be draining your blood, and that's its taming food. You really don't have to do anything. All you got to do is get it close enough to you, let it latch, and then you just got to ride it out. You also should, which let me get before I forget, it is also required, well not required, but greatly advised to have blood packs in your inventory, So that way, in case you start to lose a lot of health, depending on the level of the Desmodus you want to tame, it will start to reduce. Where'd it go? Where's my Maywing? It's probably down there if I had to take a guess. Right? Yeah, there you are. You'll want to have the blood pack so that way you could regen some health. Although you can't spam this thing, so it's not like food where you just hit it, and you'll get some health that way. You actually have like a decent amount of time in between. Let me just show you. You got 40 seconds till your blood pack could be reused. Again, on normal timers on your inventory, they spoil in a half hour. On your creature, you get about 2 hours, and then in the fridge, you get a few days. So that's that. Now we're all set. So let's find and actually go to the spot. So there are a couple places on the ARK Fjordur map that I've seen and found that are kind of where most Desmodus will spawn. The swamp area, there's really only one I ever saw, but as of recent, I haven't even seen a single one. The main spot that I've seen them earlier before I started the video is right here in this cave, which we've been a few times for a couple of resources early on in the series, near where my original base was, right by this cave, or rather inside the cave. This is generally where I went to find a bunch of chitin, like spiders, scorpions, a couple arthropluras. You know, we got a bunch of insects in there. So right there is where we were. Well, I can't show anything on Maywing, but right there, that little island, that's where we started. Then obviously we transferred over to that direction. And this cave was kind of where everything was that I really needed, plus the crystal, which is great and is always here. So there's two areas. You don't want to go down this route because that's not the cave. This is the cave right here. So we just go right inside. We should see a bunch of bats right now, so that's not good. So we'll probably have to kill them. So let me get rid of you. Let me pull out the... Not you. I'll go with the Shadow Mane. That should do enough because, again, the damage on this thing, absolutely amazing. And then we're also able to use the... Oh, that didn't work. Let me actually first look before I waste my time if they're still here. Alright, there's the one. I think there were at least two, but first, before anything else, I do need to take out these bats. Oh my goodness, if only I could get a shot. So yeah, you will see them right there. That's where you want to go. Oh yeah, there is two right there. So hopefully I don't attract them. At least I don't want to attract them yet with all these bats here. You know what? Let me just get close enough where you'll get like aggroed. I think you're aggroed now, right? There you go. Alright, let's take care of you. So, although they're not technically mate boosted, I don't think, or at least I don't know, if by attacking one, the other same gender creature will be naturally drawn as well. Because if that is the case, then it's going to make taming a little difficult. I don't know if the taming affinity will be ruined if they wound up hitting the bat that is trying to tame me, or rather, that I'm taming by it draining my blood. So hopefully that isn't the issue. Although the 20 does look nice. We're definitely going to go with the 55. And I guess the 8. Honestly, I might just try taming all of them. Because the one really good thing about the Desmodus is that, I'll show it obviously when I tamed it to confirm, but they should have like an elixir that they produce, the Desmodus elixir, which similar to the soothing balm, it basically just increases the effectiveness of taming, or rather, it doesn't increase the effectiveness. It essentially just decreases the time it takes to actually tame a creature. It doesn't add levels that I'm aware of. It won't make it from like a plus 75 at 100% to like at 100% plus 80 or 85. It doesn't do that from what I've gathered. It just is basically going to decrease the time and duration it takes to tame. So especially for bigger creatures, it's very useful. Let me... I mean, I guess I could just use the Shadow Mane. Just have you on passive. Have you nearby at least. I don't know if it'll pick up off the mount. Did that not work? I'm pretty sure that's how you gotta aggro them. Unless I actually gotta hit you, which... I guess that'll work. Did both of them... Yeah, it looks like both of them got aggroed. Yeah, you kind of took a beat in there. Alright, let's start with you, I guess. Taming wise, oh, this is gonna be a very quick thing. There we go. We already got one. Passive. Let me grab you. And now you can do it with me, right? Yeah, you literally could just go back to back with this. And I don't know. That was easy as well. I don't know why health-wise I wasn't being drained of anything. Oh, no, I was. It was, I think the armor, I was barely getting drained because of how high it is. So that actually makes life easier. So let me now go over here. Yeah, there's really nothing you have to do. You just sit and wait, and that's basically it. So, let me... There ain't any more that spawned in, right? I don't think that is it. I think that's just one of the textures that are clipping. Or rather, just brighter than the others. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Let's grab these two as well, because why not? Let's grab the gun. Let's go off the bigger one, which is you. And let's get this thing going. Let me just check their levels. They're not greater. Yeah, they're really nothing special. Alright, so that's one. Give that a minute. Again, I have the taming effectiveness up. I have the taming speed up a bit. It's like, I think at 3 times. Maybe 2.5. I don't know. So, oh wait. You didn't. Ow. Stop. It didn't finish. I thought it would. But I guess not. Well, you're good. Let me grab you. And you should be... There we go. Nice and easy. Wow. That was even easier than I could have ever suspected. Let me just check their levels, because I don't think any of them are crazy. 64, 109. So the higher one did get a bit more. But stat-wise, they're really not that good. I don't think I'm going to be breeding them, although... Can you even breed? I don't think you could even breed them if you wanted to. No, you can. Enable wandering to me. Yeah, you can breed them if you wanted to, but... I don't think that's going to be the case for them, because I'm not planning on using them for anything serious. They're kind of just for the passive elixirs that I'm going to be getting from them, which again is literally their sole purpose. Let's throw you away. Let me get, was it the 109? I think that's the best one I have. I also got the saddle, which is really inexpensive to make. I forget what level you have to be to actually use it. So yeah, consumables, yeah, they do make the elixir. You need a lot of blood packs. And I think, yeah, they'll start to actually eat your blood packs. So, that's a very expensive recipe to make. For right now, I think I'm going to hold off on using the blood, because actually, will they eat? Wow, look at that. That is a cool looking saddle. It's nice and oh my, you are a hungry fella. You just love eating the blood, don't you? Will they eat regular food once tamed? That's kind of the important thing, because I really don't want to make blood packs if I don't have... Alright, they'll eat regular meat. That's cool. So let me just grab all this, although I probably won't need it. Actually, not all. We'll just grab some. Let's drop the rest on you, and we should be A-okay. Oh, they were eating... I'm an idiot. They were eating the blood packs. That's why I kept going so fast. So they weren't directly draining my health. They were just draining the blood packs. That's why there's literally so little. Alright, so... Let me check you out properly. Let me do this. Let me not do that. There we go. Alright, so... Let's look forward and take a good look at you. Now, again... You can breed them if you choose to, if you are into it. Again, I don't plan on doing it. I'm just going to use them for their elixir, which might be a costly thing to do on the side. That's a lot of time in between. You can't really fast produce the blood packs. You got to use a syringe, grab it from your inventory. It'll take like, I think, 50 or 20 health. Wait like 20, 30 seconds. Do it again, do it again, do it again. There's no automatic thing for it, unfortunately. So let's take a look at the melee. So we have the left click, which is a swipe. Yet on third person, alright, so we got, it alternates, it looks like, between 2 different animation styles. We got the bite, and then we got a arm swipe, so that's cool. Right click, you can't do it in third person. There might not be anything for it. Alright, right click is the grab, it looks like. C, does that do anything? That might be a health drain, honestly. And X, okay, so X is up. C, oh no, C doesn't do anything like that. X and C are directional, so you have A and D, which you go left and right. X and C, which is obviously for direction to go up and down. How much is your weight? Because honestly, this is not a terrible flyer. I really thought it'd be worse. I mean, oh, you have a gliding thing too? Okay, nothing crazy. Let's go up here, take a quick look at a few things to see how well of a fighter you are, because your percentage is at 318, so nothing crazy good, but you know, something is better than nothing. Let me check that gliding thing, because if it is like the rock drake, and alright, so you do have a bit of a glide. Nothing crazy, but it's a bit friendlier to use compared to the rock drake and even the Maywing. Well, the Maywing is much better at gliding, obviously, but the rock drake is not amazing at gliding. It's kind of limited, but still, this is pretty fast. Although it's not super fast, it's kind of the same speed of like an RG, I would say, maybe slightly faster. So let's see. You're at about 1100 health, 750 stam, about 500 weight, and again the move damage is like 318. So let's get here. Let's see your melee. You are doing 57. Okay, nothing good. 127. What's going on? Are you removing its health, or oh, you could get blood packs that way. Oh, okay then. That is huge. Let me see. We have, oh, you get 3 when you hit them with a bite. Okay, it may vary based off the actual like thing. I want to try and get it to only hit the left click with a swipe, so that way I could kind of see. Alright, you get some blood packs, I guess, either way. Alright, this just made life a whole lot easier to try and get that elixir. Let me... Honestly, I guess I'll just leave it on you, the blood packs, and maybe there's a bigger dino we could get a lot more than a few, because even the little penguins, I'm getting like, what, 5 or 6, depending on their level, or rather the health, which is really cool. They're basically siphoning it and automatically creating it, so I don't have to. 4, 5, it looks like maybe 7, and you also... Why would you get spoiled meat off the rip? I mean, I guess that's cool, but it's not necessarily needed. Let me go after this parasaur, because that should be a little bit chunkier, and I should maybe get more than 7, at the very least, I'd assume. Let's see, you're getting 5, 7, 10, 3... Okay, you got a decent amount off you. Very good amount off the parasaur. Let me see if maybe there's even a bronto or a dip. Okay, maybe the trike. Okay, maybe not the trikes, because they actually do some decent damage and we don't have much health on this. The Andrew, maybe. I'm really looking for, like, honestly, if I could get a Diplo, that would be absolutely cool. You know, I just had an idea. I might want to do this. It would be kind of silly at first, but it would make a lot of sense later. I might try and do an elixir farm. Mainly because I want to see... Let me go after the Carno. Oh yeah, I gotta do the right click to see if that does anything. Alright, let me just land, because it's probably easier just to do it like this. Yeah, you are getting a whole lot on bigger creatures. Very good. And you're getting spoiled meat, which I don't need, but I guess it's good that you could auto make that as well. Even from... Oh, we are draining, but that's from the Carno hit. Let me check that right click, because I'm curious on what could actually be done with this. Alright, stamina. Again, I forgot to check. Okay, if you guys really want tango, I will gladly tango. Because I just need to turn around, and now I can get some more blood packs off of you. Alright. And you should be... You're high level. Honestly, they do kickback, which is pretty cool too. So you could just not even take damage if you time your shots right. You're actually doing very good. Unfortunately, you don't gather hide off of them, but I guess it's not really their primary point, or rather their main reason of being. Is there anything small I could pick up? Because I want to see if I could drain their health. That Dale should do the trick. Let me just grab you. So right click, I'd imagine, is to drop it. Those are directionals, so that's not it. Alright, we can do it like this with smaller creatures. I mean, you can do that. Not really anything that I need. Let me just drop all this, because I do not need any of it. Well, I probably should have grabbed some meat, but I could always get that in a moment with this dodo. Let me actually try, because I don't know if the site... Well, let me get some food real quick for the road. There we go. Yeah, so you got what you need. Let me actually start leveling this up. Actually, let me wait, because I think I want to do so. Like I was saying before, I think I have an idea to make somewhat of a farm on the Desmodus. You see, I have the 4. So I'm thinking I could grab, I guess realistically, the biggest creature I could tame that could fit in a thing that's passive will be the Diplo. So I could tame some Diplo, not high level, obviously I don't need a high level. Get a male and a female, put them in A, rather, real quick. Oh, and you can shoot off the back of this. It's even better. Like, I'm in love with the Desmodus right now. So yeah, so have the Diplos breeding in the area designated. They'll create the babies, and then have all the Desmodus on aggressive. Similar to how the Magmasaurs are killing all the Tech Parasaur babies, the Desmodus will be able to farm and auto-generate all the blood that I need. Then they'll also be making the elixirs in the inventory as well, so it's automatic. And then I'll be able to grab them and then use them for whatever I got to tame. So I think I might just do that in between videos, because that would be very, very useful. Because especially with taming bigger creatures that take longer, I can save so much time doing it this way. Like, I wish I knew about the Desmodus and all these abilities earlier in the series, because the level for their saddle, I don't think it's that high. Okay, never mind, I changed it. It's actually 74, so it is a ways till then, but I don't think... No, you didn't need the saddle, I remember. It didn't show this before. Let me actually just get it to 200, because I want to see if it'll start making it on its own, or if I have to select it. Because if it'll do it on its own, then it truly is an automatic farm in the elixir. And then I don't have to worry about literally anything. It'll just auto-generate it, and every so often, like I do with the tech farm, just pick up the elixirs when I need it, and then I'll just leave it when I don't. And when I'm ready to go, I can literally get things going. What level are you? Oh, there's no air brake I mean, there is an air brake, but the actual thing for an air brake is X, which on the Desmodus is your pivot upwards. You are a 95. I'm not feeling too good about that. You're not that good of a fighter, but we could do a little bit. We could probably siphon a bit of blood off of you, honestly. I don't know if I'll kill it, but because it has such an enormous amount of health, that actually might be a really big thing. Wait a second. I just saw something. Invisibility only works at night. Or what? You could become invisible on this thing too? Are you kidding me? It's freaking insane. Like, what else could this thing do? Yeah, so I'm gonna just watch the health, but this is honestly a great way to get blood. Because this thing, like I said, has enormous amounts of health. And the more health the creature has, the more blood you could get from them. So, what are you doing? We're about halfway. We could go for a little longer. We got enough, so I think we'll start to be able to craft the elixirs. You actually might kill this thing. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's actually leave now. Let's go over here so it's a little safer. Maybe I'll just grab the snow owl and regen it. So that way it has health. And then we are almost at 200, right? We need literally 2 more. What are we eating? Oh. Well, you were there conveniently. Let me just eat all of you guys, even though I'm not going to get any chitin. So now that you're creating... What? Oh, so that's how that works. So it'll automatically take the blood in its inventory and auto heal itself, which is good, especially when you're trying to fight, but unfortunately I was trying to stack it, so let me grab all of this. Where is the alpha? Also love that you could, there it is. Also love that you have like omnidirectionality while using this thing. Let's try this again. I don't think this thing regen that much health in a few short seconds between our fights, so hopefully we are good there. Got a bunch here. So I think when I land, it'll start to use all the blood and heal itself. So we probably want to gain some distant... Okay, you're about to die. Alrighty, let's grab all the blood packs because I want to use the snow owl to heal you first. And then... Wait a second. I just saw something. Nope, not that. Land. I'm gonna need you to land, girl. Thank you. What are we... What is that? Is that an ant? Or is that the raptor? No, that's a hyenodon. That's not even relevant to the situation. What were we... What is that reticle I kept seeing there? Invisible only works at night? Or latching? What? Screech of it. What the hell does that do? Screech? Oh, I guess it detects creatures. Right click. Okay, that doesn't do anything yet. What is this reticle I was just seeing? Okay, that's the screech. So I got you on my radar. Wow, you regen really quick. I need a little more. So let me just, I guess, kill you. Or rather, let me fight you. There we go. That makes life a lot easier. There we go. I need a bit more. I need 10 more. So let us find... I don't want to keep going after that Alpha Raptor. Unfortunately, it's taking a bit of blood out of us. Oh, I'll go after some regular... Wow, that's a pack of Tech Raptors. Never seen that one before. Usually seen like 1 or 2, but not a whole entire pack. Pretty cool. So we're getting enough blood packs, so we should be good. Except it is going to start to eat all of it. So let me actually take the 2. You could heal up with the rest. There we go. And let's see how this works. So you are healing not crazy, but don't take all of this. Alright, so it actually won't automatically create it. I need to do that. But I think if I was to do the farm, how long does this last? 4 hours in your inventory, probably what, an hour here? Oh, 4 hours regardless? Okay, we'll keep that on me, I guess. Don't need most of that. So I think the farm actually could work. The only thing is that it'll just have to make a bunch of the blood. It won't automatically generate it, or rather create it and auto-craft it, which is kind of unfortunate. Let me just see if maybe there's an option to change that. Behavior. Nothing here. And then that's not going to do anything for me there. And then the inventory, yeah. It's just going to generate it. Well, it's going to automatically create the blood packs. Then we just got to make that manually, which isn't terrible. It doesn't take long to create, so I could literally have a bunch of blood in here, then just spam craft, and then I have all that ready to go. So let me see about the latching thing, because I see this. Oh ho ho. So that's what those were doing. It latches like this, so I guess you can be very stealthy when you're trying to fight something or catch something. And then you just shoot, and then you kind of go from there. Let me actually just try that one more time, because I do want to space to hit that. And then we just go off and go and kill anything. Let's see. What level is this Rex? 95. We'll get a bunch of blood packs off this, but I want to increase the melee first, because that's really, I would assume, is how you get better blood, or at least more of it. Let me just throw you in the inventory. I don't think you're going to eat that, so we should be good there. So now you are at 471. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Come with me. Come with me. I messed that up. Ow, ow, ow. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Let me on. Let me on. Let me on. Let me on. Come on. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Land already, you idiot. Stop screwing me. Oh my goodness, you really are screwing me. Right there, right there. Please move. Very fast. Where is it? Where the hell did you go? Okay, you stay away from me right now. Ow, ow. Let me get through the trees. Where is the freaking bat? Really? Now's the time you want to do that? Come on, man. I'm trying to do some things here. Where'd the freaking Rex go? Oh, there you are. Alright, let's actually do this thing the right way. Alright, we're doing a bit more damage, so that's good. Let me see if the Screech does anything. I don't think it does anything, honestly. Alright, we'll just get a bunch of blood packs, I guess, this way. We can dodge. I mean, I'm not really trying to dodge it, but we really can dodge these hits, because you can move very quickly, and that is good. I want to wait till... There we go. Not too bad, honestly. It's a decent fighter. I mean, a pack of these would absolutely destroy almost anything in your path, but you get a good chunk of blood out of them, too. Let me just keep... Wow, we really gotta let you heal up a little bit. So you're at 124 in the health packs right now. Let me increase your melee again. So now you should be doing a really decent amount of damage. At least that's what I'm kind of hoping is the case. Don't need any of this. Alright, you did heal by eating all that blood. It takes a second for it to trigger, but it will do it. So if you are trying to stack your blood, do be mindful of that. If you're not, it'll heal itself like almost instantaneously. And we are all good to fight something else. As long as you obviously have enough blood to support the health. So if you have a really high level one, it's going to demand more blood, clearly. Let's, I guess, wait till nighttime, because I do want to see what this thing does while it's invisible, and then we could truly see what it's fully capable of at that point. Maybe it does increase damage at night. I truly don't know. But I will see you guys shortly when we are looking at it at night. Awesome, a trike saddle. Anyway, we are here. It is nighttime. Let us finally test out this bat in all of its entirety. I want to see it in pure darkness, obviously, just to get a better sense of it. Whoa. That was a very cool transition. So, invisible food decreases faster as the ambient temp... Oh, no. Cloaked in shadows for invisible. Alright, nothing bad. We are able to move. We can fly. We can do... Okay, we can't screech while invisible. We can do this stuff. First, I want to test out the damage before doing anything, so you will... It looks like you'll get out of the invisibility if you are attacking. So that is that. Let's just get a base stat again. We are at 229 now with the level up, so that's huge. I'm not thinking we're doing anything more in terms of the blood packs. At least I can't tell if we are. Now let's go invisible. I thought it was... Wait a second. You could do it latching though. So regardless of the time. So that's cool. You could do it in the daytime. Let's just see. Oh, oopsies. Let me do that. Alright, so you're only invisible during the daytime if you are latching. So you could be super stealthy, especially for like PvP. But then, when it comes down to like trying to fight, you'll remain, as soon as you get off the latch, you'll become visible to everybody. So I'm assuming how it works is similar to the Shadow Mane or even the Rock Drake, where once you're next to something that will be aggressive normally, it'll be aggro to you, whether you're invisible or not. I want to see damage-wise at night again. I don't think it's anything more, but it could very well be. I wouldn't assume it to be because I don't think that's how the creature was designed. I could be completely wrong about that. Wow, you could really latch on to anything. I want to try one last thing. I want to be upside down. Actually, let me see. This is probably dumb. Can we latch onto a tree? Because that would be... No shot. No shot can you do this. You can freaking latch onto a tree. Let me just clip it correctly. Yo. This is wild. This is beyond... This is not even fair. Like, this is insane. There's literally no one will ever see you. In the rare event, say, happen to spot you in a tree, I mean, you're kind of standing out, but, like, let's be real. Walking by, let me just gamma regularly. You're not going to see me. This is the ultimate way to bombard someone in PvP. Or even just to goof around in PvE. It's like, hello and goodbye. It's like, it's over. I can only imagine this is going to be abused if it hasn't already been abused in PvP, but still. This thing is literally the best stealth. Well, it's intended to be stealth, but this thing is truly the best creature you'd ever want to get. For, like, a lot of reasons. The Taming Elixir, which is the, was it Sanguine, right? Sanguine Elixir? Yeah, you got the Sanguine Elixir. It decreases the amount of time it takes to tame a creature. What else you got? The Latch ability, the Invisibility, the Cloak, the Blood Pack siphoning, where you could get it from hitting creatures and you'll get blood packs. You could get spoiled meat, ridiculous amounts, I do say so myself. Decent flyer, nothing crazy, but again, it's enough to get by. And I think the coolest part, if hopefully this works, I truly don't know, I've yet to try it. I'm really hoping that we can do, let's get up here. Tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Yep. We can be true bats. And you can leave it up there? Dude. That's freaking insane. That is absolutely insane. Man, oh man. I'm so happy to have this thing. I just want to try one last little thing before I wrap things up. You don't have anything on you anyway. Cool. Let me try to find... I guess a Bronto or Diplo, because I'm curious, like with the Deinonychus, you can latch on to them like that and then just drain them for all they are worth. Now you can't do it to tame creatures, right? You can't latch on to tames, no. That makes too much sense. Let's try and find, there's a Bronto right there, perfect. Or a Diplo, whatever it is. It'll work either way. Can we latch onto one of you? No, we can't. But let me just latch on to the tree. Let me on. Excuse you. Alright, this is a little awkward. Let me just do this. I want to wait for him to attack, and then... Why are you not able... Come on, you're like right here. I saw it. There we go. And let me not do that. Now can you see me? Or are you de-aggroed? Except I chose like a terrible tree to be in. Where is... I think it knows I'm here, but it can't fight. Let me just... And now they're aggroed, right? No, it's not. They de-aggroed instantly. Alright, so you're aggroed there. Let me just go like this. Nope, that didn't work. Let me just go like this. Come on. Alright, let me use a rock. It's probably easier. Let me go. Come on, give it to me. Alright, these are quite small rocks, so it might not work. And then we go invisible. Alright, never mind. We're gonna die, so let's not risk it. That essentially is how that would work, where we can be de-aggroed. Let me just let you heal up in just a moment. You don't have any food to heal up with, rather the blood, so I guess we're not going to take out the Brontos. We are going to look for something else. Galley will work the same. Wow. One shot. Nice. This thing, if you level up melee, you're going to be doing some work. A pack of these with high melee might just be the move for certain fights, and maybe even a couple boss fights, so that might be on the horizon. Who knows? Ooh, is that silica? Oh no, that's salt. Never mind. Alright, let's go back to base. I think that's going to be wraps for today. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe as well to the channel if you're coming back here regularly. And also hit the notification icon so you never miss when I upload next. Again, I thank you for all the support you guys have been showing and giving me thus far. Continue to do so. I appreciate it. Comment any suggestions you have for even names or other things you want to see me do, as well as any advice you guys may have as well. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care.